bitches. I've been putting it off for way too long. I want to start streaming. Well, maybe I'll stream, but for now I'm just doing pre-recorded Let's Plays. It is time to finally play Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. First, let's look at the costumes. I think this was like a pre-order bonus or something. They got the nostalgic sweater, got the default 3-piece suit, this classic suit, got Apollo Justice, styling street clothes. Hello. I'm boring, so I'll just do the regular shit. By the way, you know who voices? Is there voice acting in this game? Is that a bomb? Oh my god. I've upgraded my computer, so now I won't have to worry about it crashing. Yo! Domestic terrorism.
These are dark times, where the law has been reduced to rubble, and it's up to us to restore it to its former glory. Yeah, I know what you mean. It looks like your target finally decided to make a move. Don't you worry.
It's Sam
I've
Riegel,
got a trusty
baby!
new partner on board.
That is how you pronounce it, right? Regal? Could be Riegel.
Done. Ready to go? You bet. Let's do this.
She's been with us for half a year, though I can hardly believe it. Anyway, her power will be our greatest weapon.
Are you alright, miss?
Yeah, it's for this very reason I returned. Time to bring it to an end.
Let me just check. Yeah, still recording. I think. It's his daughter. So it's. Yeah. He is dripped out. Also, I thought that was a pocket watch. It's not. It's a locket with the picture of his daughter. That's cute. Oh god, I hope that I get to show that to everyone. Hey, this is my attorney's badge. Look at it. This is a picture of my daughter. Look at it. He's like 30 in this game. Why did they let him in? Who let him in there? Why is he there? Apollo, what the hell happened to you, buddy? Guys, I don't think Apollo Justice is fine. Episode 1, Turnabout Countdown. Wonder if I can do the whole trial in one go, because, you know, first trial, it's always the tutorial. It's supposed to be easy. The best thing about bombs is how they erase and destroy without discretion. Yeah, they're real centrists, aren't they? Gah. Yabba dabba doo. Yabba dabba doo. Okay. Now all I have to do is pin everything on that little girl. Oh. Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down? Well, I see the waiting room got an upgrade. This is where their tax money dollars are going to. Nope, not feeling nervous at all. It's amazing what a girl can get used to. Even a tense atmosphere like this is no biggie. You doing okay, Athena? There he is. Oh, Apollo. Yeah, doing great. Like, hum a little tune great. Oh yeah? Well, that's good to hear. Although, I could have sworn I heard your voice crack for a second there. If you'll remember, Apollo is very good at reading people. And, like, detecting small ticks that let him know if someone is lying. Oof, I'm that transparent, huh? Cracking? No, my voice isn't cracking. Nerves of steel here, I tell you. This is Apollo Justice. He's a fellow lawyer at the office I work for. Apollo is the lead for the defense on this case, but I'm going to be there at the bench with him, doing what I can to help out. I'll do whatever it takes to defend Junie. Who are you playing as? Speaking of steel, how are you holding up? That explosion really did a number on you. Oh, he was in the courtroom while it happened. I'm just happy that you're okay, Athena. Although, I can't pretend I have no connection to this case. That's why I'm gonna see to it that Juniper's name is cleared. And I'm sure you feel much the same way. If you got that right, I won't rest until Junie is completely cleared of all suspicion. Ace Attorney 7, something horrible's gonna happen to Athena. It's like, I don't fucking know. Apollo, Athena. By the way, Apollo and Athena, those are both names of Greek gods. And the phoenix is a creature from Greek mythology. Thank you for doing this to me. For me. Fuck! And Junie. Oh no, she's dying. Hey, are you okay? Hope she's not allergic to pollen. It's gonna be spring, so if you got allergies... Ha 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 ha, sucks to be you, I guess. Sorry about that. I always seem to go into coughing fits whenever I get nervous. This kind of thing never happens at home in the forest, though. This is Juniper Woods. She's my dear, dear childhood friend. And she's also our client for this case. The news keeps repeating that Junie is the alleged bomber. But that's ridiculous. There's no way Junie would do anything like that. Jesus. If it is this easy to frame someone for bombing, how did they catch the Unabomber in this timeline? I'm sorry, was that too far? Eh. Maybe the Unabomber never happened. Maybe 9/11 never happened. In this game, in this video game, I cannot stress enough. I bought you a little snack, Athena, just a little something from my garden. Hey, thanks. So, is this an orange or a tangerine? It's an orange. My grandma says that orange is the color of strength and endurance. Oh, I get it. Strength for the trial, right? Junie, you're always so good to me. Yeah, the color orange, it's named after the fruit orange. Before we just called it red, yellow, or krog. And orange, it was like, in a different language, it was called naranj, which got anglicized as orange. So, yeah, we call oranges orange. Or we call the color orange, like the fruit. And the color lime, like the fruit. And the color lemon, like the fruit. Geez, look at me standing here clutching an orange to my chest with tears in my eyes. Well, don't you worry. We'll be so powerful in there, they won't know what hit him. Right, Apollo? Yeah, that's right. Come what may, this is one trial we just can't lose. Oh, God! Apollo! Ugh. Blood is seeping through his bandages. One of his wounds must reopen. All this time he was trying to put on a brave face, but he was really overdoing it. Mr. Justice? Huh? The trial is about to start, sir. Please proceed to the courtroom. What? Now? But Hall's in no state to defend. Ah! I have to defend Juniper. What are we gonna do? The trial is about to start with or without us. There's only one other option I can think of at a time like this. No, don't say it. But even if I called him now, he'd never get here in time. Oh, okay, I thought you were gonna say, I'll do it alone. That's what... You think I can't get you off. That's what he says in that one game. No, wait, there's something else I can do. Don't say it. Apollo, give me all the evidence for the case. God damn it. Huh? What are you good? Bailiff. Yes, miss. The defense would like to submit a substitution of attorney petition. Dina. We're screwed. You're not seriously. You just concentrate on getting better. I'll defend Junie. All by yourself? Athena, stop for a second. Think about what you're saying. You've never once taken a case on alone before, right? No hay problema. I can handle it, I think. But I guess it's really up to you, Junie. Would you be okay with me taking over? Sure. She's dead. We're dead. We're dead. I believe in you, Athena, and that's enough for me. God, this is it's like... That was just... That guy... Fucking... Bomb in a courtroom, that's death penalty stuff. You're worried for me, aren't you? To be honest, I'm pretty nervous too. I think my heart might just burst out of my chest. But you're in no shape to stand at the bench now, so you'll just have to leave it to me. Can't he just sit down? God, they gotta make the lawyers stand. We're not allowed to sit down. Alright, I can see your mind's made up anyway. I hate it that it can't be there, but I know you'll give your utmost to defend Juniper. You bet I will. Rest assured of that. My name is Athena Sykes. I'm still just a newbie, but I'm a lawyer. This is only the second time I've taken the lead in a defense case. It'll be the first time I stand up there alone, though. But I have to do this. Yabba-dooba. And I'm definitely not about to let anything bad happen to Junie. Let's go. I don't know what is up. December 17th? God, that is so bad. All rise. Court is now in session for the trial of Juniper Woods. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is also ready, Your Honor. This guy. And what is the meaning of this? I was under the impression that Mr. Red Monkey would be my opponent. That's racist. Yes, well, a substitution of attorney petition was submitted just a few moments ago. Due to the explosion in the courthouse yesterday, Mr. Justice is unable to continue. I see. Not at all surprised to use that as an excuse to run away. He was badly injured, you dick! With me as an adversary, who were what? He was in the courtroom when it exploded, you unbelievable dickhead! For that guy. I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind. Well, I would if I wasn't so nervous. Ah, this arrogant jerk. You arrogant jerk. No, Widget! Is my hearing getting worse? It's not the only thing. Could have sworn I heard the defense say something just now. No, you didn't hear anything at all. Especially not from me. How odd. I could have sworn I also heard something. Oh, that would be my indispensable partner, Widget. He sometimes put out what I'm thinking. Well then, if that's the case, there's a clear contradiction to what you just stated. A contradiction? You just stated that you said nothing. But that's true! She didn't say it. Widget said it. However, if that device of yours says what you're thinking, you indeed said I was, what was it? Elegance at work? Actually, it was arrogant jerk. At any rate, what does it matter if it's a red monkey or a yellow monkey facing me? God, kill yourself. No fresh out of law school rookie can defend this witness. Mr. Payne, I believe that's enough. Well, let's get back to the case. Of course, Your Honor. I'm more than ready to show this little girl why they call me the Rookie Humiliator. I knew it. He really is an arrogant jerk. Arrogant jerk!
Miss Sykes, if you continue to insult the prosecution, I will remove you from this court.
I'm very sorry. It was just a knee-jerk reaction. Jerkin.
Now then, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, if you please.
Statement. Thank you, Your Honor. Oh, this harsh. Now then, the incident occurred yesterday here at this very courthouse in courtroom number 4. At that time, the trial for a certain bombing was being held in courtroom number 4.
Yes, I was presiding over that trial as well. Mr. Justice was there as the lawyer for the defense.
A bomb that was being presented as evidence suddenly went off during the trial. Like, no one checked to make sure it was live? No one, or like, tried to disarm the bomb beforehand? Should have seen this coming. It was a terrible incident, and courtroom number 4 was completely destroyed. Fortunately, we were able to start evacuation procedures before the explosion occurred. Just a few seconds more and it would have turned into a horrific loss of human life.
But there was, in fact, one death, was there not?
That is correct, Your Honor. When courtroom number 4 was examined after the blast... Oh, God. The body of Detective Candace Arm... Candace Arm. Except she couldn't. But she didn't. Was discovered. She was to take the stand as a witness later in the trial.
I suppose she wasn't able to evacuate in time. It was a terrible tragedy.
Candace Arm, or like, can not evacuate.
I must admit, I stumbled at least 10 times myself before I was able to escape.
A woman died. Maybe the court should see about getting you even shorter robes. Maybe the court should put you in... Maybe you should retire. The victim's body was found near the entrance to the courtroom. I suspect she stayed until the very end to help guide the others out safely. Your Honor, allow me to submit as evidence the victim's autopsy report and details about the body. Cause of death, trauma to back of head caused by impact with a flat object. Time of death between 8 and 11 a.m. Can you please just narrow it down to a single hour? Stuffed animal bomb. Oh, that's some Danganronpa shit. Time bomb that was destroyed in the court. No way, dude. It explodes time? It's kind of a dumb name, time bomb, because all bombs, they take time to detonate, right? Okay, I know how this works. All evidence for the trial is filed in the court record. When I want to check something out, I just use RB. I better take a peek later.
Now then, please call the accused to the witness stand. Defendant, are you feeling all right? You're looking a bit pale. I'm so sorry. I was feeling a bit weak when I first arrived here at the courthouse. But I'm all right.
Junie's really giving it her all. I better make sure I do the same. If we could please proceed. Your name and occupation, defendant. Juniper Woods. I'm a high school student. Huh, I would have guessed she's a florist. Miss Woods, can you confirm where you were in the courthouse on the day in question? Yes, I came to know Apollo Justice through my friend Fina. And so, I was there yesterday to watch his trial and lend my support. Something's wrong. Junie's really scared. Well, she is on trial for terrorism. Well, yeah, I'm known as the defendant humiliator. It looks like I'm getting another chance to show everyone how we earned that moniker. This guy listens to Joe Rogan and watches Ben Shapiro. He gets no bitches. Does this arrogance no bounds? I have to protect Junie no matter what. Hey, you Prosecutor Payne. What is it? You want me to demonstrate why I'm known as the Rookie Humiliator instead? Deep breaths, Athena. Don't let him get to you. Prosecutor Payne, Junie is telling the truth. Mr. Justice also backed up her claim when we saw him in the defendant lobby. And Junie, he said that he was glad to get the lotus root you gave him, too. He was? My grandma says lotus root is good for your eyes. She says they can even help you see into the future. They can? Then that's the perfect present for a lawyer. And if that's true, I guess he must not have eaten them. Oh. That's... Athena, he was in an accident. He almost died.
A sweet meek girl like this, if it'll blow in the courtroom to bits. I must say, it's very hard to believe.
Objection! Now, Your Honor, don't let her seemingly innocent appearance fool you. That defendant had a motive for committing this crime.
That's not true. I don't have any kind of motive. And I didn't even know the lady who was killed.
I admit the investigation didn't turn up any connection between the victim and defendant. However, that doesn't matter. The only thing that does is that her objective was the destruction of courtroom number 4 itself.
Oh, you're going for the just wanted to watch the world burn accusation? What's that supposed to mean? Why in the world would Miss Woods want to do that?
That's a very good question, coming from a novice such as yourself. But first, a question for the defendant. Have you ever been brought up on false charges?
What? Why, yes, I have.
And did that experience cause you to harbor a grudge against the court system?
Objection!
Now, wait just a minute. If that kind of thing was a motive for blowing things up, then every one of her clients would turn into bombers. Ah, good. She's self-aware.
That's a valid point. We wouldn't have a single courthouse left standing in the land.
So you admit that most of the people on trial are falsely accused? God.
I concede the accused isn't the only one who might bear resentment against the courts.
Yeah, why didn't Larry Butts turn into a Unabomber?
But Miss Woods is the only person who could have committed this crime.
She's a high school student.
Why? Because we have found some decisive evidence that proves the defendant's guilt.
Better be decisive. I'll believe it when I see it. It's not gonna be decisive.
It involves a very unique aspect of the bomb itself, Your Honor.
And what exactly was so unique about it?
Why don't we have Miss Sykes answer that question?
Fuck you! You're the one who brought it up. You answer it. Don't make me do it. Fuck you!
I noticed that you appear to be very nervous, and well, gentlemen, that I am. I'd like to offer you the chance to gain some confidence with such an easy question.
Stop, Mick! Could he be any more condescending? Really, what a thoroughly unpleasant man. L is for loser.
Harem, what did it just say?
Nothing. Not a single thing. Now let's see. What was I supposed to do at a time like this? Oh, I know. The court record. You're just supposed to make up bullshit until something sticks. The information I need is somewhere in the court record.
All right, Miss Sykes, let's hear your answer. What was unique about the bomb that blew up the courtroom? Was it because it was
inside a stuffed animal? Mr. Payne, what kind of simpleton do you take me for? It was stuffed inside a stuffed animal. Its evil intentions covered up by a cute exterior.
Very good. Have a cookie.
Fuck you!
The bomb that went off in the courtroom was indeed hidden inside a stuffed animal.
There, how do you like that? Not bad, huh? I am fine, just like I said from the start. I can do this.
Yes, as I recall, the bomb was inside a stuffed animal the whole time. I never even got to take a look at it. But what connection does this impish elephant have with the defendant?
The impish elephant.
The answer to that question lies in another piece of evidence, which I have here.
And what, pray tell, is this? It appears to be a little singed.
It's a tale, Your Honor. The tale of a poor victim of the explosion.
This is incredible. Are you saying it's Detective Bob's tale?
You know, I'm gonna let that slide because I'm more pissed. I just really want to kill Payne.
Your Honor is so very close, but no. It belongs to this stuffed animal.
But the tail is right there! You can see the fucking tail!
It's called the Phony Fanty. A rather unpleasant name, if you ask me.
He's the mascot for a campaign to eliminate false evidence and false charges, is he not?
Wow. Only you can prevent updated autopsy reports.
Exactly. His motto is just phony evidence. It's just trucked up.
That's so wrong on so many levels. So he's like the Innocence Project. He's a mascot for the Innocence Project.
The Phony Fanty's tail is made up of vinyl cloth, and we found something very interesting on its surface. The defendant's fingerprints.
There's no way you could find a bit. It's a tiny-ass tail.
How do you even know it's from the same stuffed animal? What? The Phony Fanty provided the prosecution with all the evidence we need. It clearly proves that the accused handled the bomb.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would Judy's fingerprints be on it?
Huh. That does appear to be pretty irrefutable evidence. The court accepts it into evidence.
Can we have proof that the defendant's fingerprints are on it?
Miss Woods, do you have an explanation for this?
I don't understand.
How about you, Miss Sykes? Do you have any plausible explanation to refute this decisive piece of evidence? Surely the 46th time I use fingerprints evidence, it won't be a false positive.
Well, I can't do it. I can't think of a single thing. But I'd better come up with something for Junie's sake.
If you can't produce an answer, we could always go straight to the ruling if you prefer. Fuck you.
No, I have to say something fast. Oh no, I can't get my voice to work. Why now of all times? Oh my god. I thought I overcame this already. Maybe I'm still not ready to stand in court. Holy shit. It's a katana. Aw. What sick fuck puts a child on trial
As you
for
can see,
murder?
there is no room for debate.
Objection! Why, it's you.
It's him!
Yeah! Sorry it took so long to get here, Athena. Apollo explained the whole thing to me over the phone. He asked me to come help you out in his place. Thanks for coming. I feel like this could have been a phone call. I hate to admit it, but I was having a real tough time on my own. Ah, the cringe. Oh, I don't know. I think you were doing just fine, because all things considered. And you hung in there, giving me enough time to get here. Now, let's turn things around. You got it, boss.
Look who showed up out of the blue. If it isn't Mr. Phoenix Wright, you always manage to surprise me.
Yeah! God, I hate doing the old man voice. Your Honor, Mr. Payne has called for an early ruling, but I believe there are still many things that need to be deliberated. How did Miss Wood's fingerprints wind up on the stuffed animal tail? How was the bomb even detonated? Until these questions are answered, I assert it's impossible for a fair ruling to be made.
You are absolutely right. Let us continue from where we left off. I assume you have no objections, Mr. Payne.
None at all, Your Honor.
Payne. Winston Payne. You've lost a case to Phoenix Wright how many times? And, like, thrice, one for each first game? Well, actually, twice, the first 2 games. And you also lost a case to his mentor, BFA, and you also lost a case to his prodigy, Apollo Justice, before he even became Phoenix Wright's prodigy. Your fucking ancestor lost a trial to Phoenix's ancestor while the ancestor was on trial. Where the fuck are you getting your confidence from? Is it the hair? It's the hair. Once we knock his hair off again, he'll be a fucking... He won't dare to challenge me in court again. I will humiliate his entire bloodline. His grandchildren are gonna need grandchildren lawyers. Miss Woods really looks like she's having a hard time. Junie's really struggling, Mr. Wright. Ah, we got a struggler. I got the sense she's afraid of the courtroom itself. Because of yesterday? Yeah, it was understandably very traumatic for her. Poor thing. And here she is back at the courthouse again, being so brave. Everyone here has trauma, I swear to God. I'd like to make a request, Your Honor. If at all possible, I'd like to have Miss Woods rest in the lobby.
Huh. Given the defendant's condition, very well, I grant special permission.
You go get some rest, Junie, and I'll leave the rest to us. This does mean that she'll be given a verdict in absentia, unless they, like, bring her heir to, like... Unless they bring her back to give her the verdict.
Phoenix Wright, I've been looking forward to meeting you.
What the fuck are you talking about? We've met several times. It's been a while, Mr. Payne.
You're more clueless than I'd heard. I do believe you mean, how do you do? For I am Gaspin Payne.
Motherfucker, it's a different... Oh, God, no! No!
I am the younger brother of your long-standing rival.
No! God, it's always the brothers. Fuck!
What? Long-standing rival? When were we ever rivals, let alone long-standing?
And then the Ace Attorney 7.
I am Mr. Payne's son.
Cringin' Payne. It's gonna be Cringin' Payne.
When were we ever rivals, let alone long-standing?
I'm soon gonna be making you moaning in pain. That came out wrong. Or did it?
You'll see, Mr. Wright. I will cleanse Winston of the disgrace he met with at your hands.
Well, looks like I wasn't lying before, folks. I am going to humiliate this man's entire bloodline. Looks like this royal pain is going to be as thoroughly unpleasant as the other.
Your Honor, the prosecution would now like to call a decisive witness to the stand.
I'm going to remove that hair from your head with my sheer awesomeness, motherfucker. You better start invested in toupees.
This witness will testify as to how the accused detonated the bomb in the courtroom.
Very well. Please call your witness, Mr. Payne.
Fuck 12. Also, we know he's the killer because we saw him in the right? Oh, wow. A police officer committed murder? Oh, who could have seen this coming?
Witness, your name and occupation, please.
Witness?
Name, Ted Tone. You're not even trying, guys. You're not even fucking trying. Anyway, would it be offensive to do a Stephen Hawking computer voice? Name, Ted Tonate. Name, Ted Tonate. That's my attempt at the Bonzi Buzzy voice. I'll just see. Let's see. Name, Ted Tonate. Whoa. Builder. Wow, you're looking like... Name, Ted Tonate. Moon-based alpha. Are you? John Madden. Okay, we're going with that. Name, 1028. Occupation, bomb disposal specialist.
Oh my, what a strange robotic voice you have.
Speech sympathist via typing. It is the same as me talking.
He sounds exactly like a robot.
Can't you speak in a normal matter?
Maybe he's... I can. Oh. He can.
But I do not like to speak. Speaking is inefficient. Energy and expenditure. Speaking, superiority typing. Understand?
Oh my god. This guy... He is the guy who's all like, AI, future. He's a rationalist. You know, the guys are like, AI is the future. In the future, we're all brains in the jar. Rocco's Basilisk, it's an AI that will kill us. He's the guy who never shuts up about AI, crypto. It's stored on the blockchain. It's stored on the blockchain, Your Honor.
What an odd witness.
You know what? Nah, guy who speaks using text-to-speech. That's tame compared to the shit we've seen. Guy brings his ventriloquist dummy into the courtroom. You got dude who brushes his teeth in court. We got fucking... We cross-examined the parrot. Do you not remember the parrot? Nothing's gonna beat the parrot, Your Honor. Mr. Tony was in charge of the bomb for that trial, and it was there when it went off.
Being a bomb squad specialist, do you have any relation to the victim?
Negative. I first met the girl while on this job.
I'm not good at doing a voice. Like, I don't know. If I had another screen, I could probably just pull up a text-to-speech voice program, do that, but I don't want to.
I first met the girl while on this job. Are you? Many people are employed by the police. I know only a fraction of them. However, I was shocked when I first discovered the body of the victim.
Shocked?
I was the first one on the scene after the explosion. I went there to ensure safety, but I ended up discovering a dead body.
So he was the first to discover the body, was he? He is here to testify about the circumstances surrounding the moment of the explosion.
Very well, the court will hear Mr. Tonight's testimony. But at the very least, show this court some respect and remove that face guard, witness.
Yeah, this is fucking AI obsessed NFT crypto person. I don't want to say crypto, bro, because
the bomb was originally disarmed by me, then transported here as evidence. Bomb name HH3000. Operated by a timer or with a remote.
Well, which is it?
I was watching from the gallery when I suddenly became alarmed. I saw that the bomb's timer was counting down.
Wait, you were from the gallery? I would assume you were... And what, you didn't decide to... You didn't check if the bomb was armed before the trial? Guys, what the... Okay, like, I would like to present to the court Exhibit A, this vial of live anthrax. No, we did not seal it beforehand. Oh God! So even though the bomb was supposed to be disarmed, it somehow got switched on?
Precisely. Activating the timer is very simple. 1. Connect wires. 2. Switch on timer. A monkey could do it. I am sure even you would be able to. Mr. Wright.
Ooh. I guess this makes you the blue monkey in the Spiral of Fun box. Boss, monkeys. You know what? Monkeys aren't even that stupid! One of them learned sign language! Actually, that's false. They'll say, oh, we taught this monkey sign language. Or maybe it was an ape, but who cares? A simian. We taught this simian sign language. But no. Like, they can recognize patterns, but they're not going to be able to form a coherent sentence with sign language. The results was just the scientists they just really wanted it a positive result, so they were all like, oh, this could be the monkey trying to speak to us. It wasn't. It wasn't. I'd now like to begin my cross-examination. Huh? Dude, what the fuck? Get your GameCube out of here.
Mr. Toaded, what is that?
HH3000, a.k.a. a bomb.
A bomb? A bomb, JC? Great googly moogly! Yarg! Mr. Toadette, I demand that you disarm at this instant. Also, if this happened in real life, this would have made him a prime suspect. You know what? This is proof of systemic misogyny. Oh. Disassembly complete. 5.3 seconds. 0.2 seconds short of my personal best. Ah, he's a speedrunner. Are you trying to give me a heart attack? I'm not exactly a spring chicken, you know. This is an exact replica of the HH3000. It is used to practice disarming bombs. Disarm equals success. Explosion equals failure. You know, real bomb disposal squads, that's just it. They don't usually disarm bombs, they just dispose them. Because, like, why would you waste time trying to disarm a bomb and risk dying when you could just, like, I don't know, throw it in the ocean or something? Don't throw bombs in the ocean. Don't throw bombs in the ocean. An exact replica of the bomb that exploded, is it? So that's what it looked like. Also, I don't think anyone even does bombs anymore. That's like a 90s thing, right? IRA, Unabomber. It's like in this post 9/11 world, are we really gonna see people use bombs? Probably. I submitted a photo. You know, that's something these attorneys should do. They should do a 9/11 trial, and you defend someone accused of doing 9/11, and no, don't. It wouldn't be Islamophobic. The real guy, he would be some white guy. It wouldn't actually be 9/11. It would be a terrorist attack very similar to 9/11, right? They would call it something like, I don't know, the fucking Twin Towers. Just the Twin Towers was a nickname, but that would be the official name for the. I am digging myself into a hole. I submitted a photograph of the real bomb taken just before the trial. Dimensions: 10 inches height, 10 inches width, 10 inches depth. Weight: 12 pounds. A perfect replication. Your bomb does appear to be a very good copy indeed.
Yes, however, I could not replicate the detonation mechanism. It has a very puzzling wiring setup. It is regrettable I could not replicate it. You know, this is actually the first time that I actually believe that the courtroom wouldn't suspect this guy as the real killer. Because it's the authority that comes with being a cop. People will trust you if you're a cop, especially a white male cop. So much so that they'll probably just put the blame on an innocent girl, cause like, I don't want to, wouldn't want to. He's a cop. Wouldn't want to ruin his life or some shit. And that's why scapegoating happens, because even if you know who really does it, you might respect their authority too much, their authority or their reputation too much, to actually have them face consequences. It's like the thing in Disco Elysium. As a cop, you can get away with saying a lot of dumb shit, because people will be too intimidated by your authority to question it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get political. Funny shit. Consume video game. Consume video games. Spend $80 on the Nintendo Switch. Buy the Nintendo Switch.
Witness, that's enough. There's no need to replicate anything here. And now, the defense will begin the cross-examination. Huh? Where's Miss Sykes gone to?
Athena, you can come out now.
Okay, Mr. Wright, let's get to work.
I guess you were pretty scared, huh? I like her. Fail girl.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. She was about to bolt. Hey, put a sock in it, Widget.
As transparent as ever. Now, let's see. Where were we? We were at the cross-examination.
Oh, cross-examination. Of course.
She seems disoriented. I wonder if she's all right.
Maybe I should ask Athena if she remembers how to cross-examine to help her focus. You know what? Just once, I want to be the tutorial. Athena, you remember how to conduct a cross-examination, right? What? Of course I do. What kind of lawyer would I be if I didn't? Now, don't get upset. What do you say to humor me with a little review? You got it. Basically, we examine a witness's testimony and compare it against the court record, searching carefully for any inconsistencies. This green text represents a witness's testimony. We can use LS to advance to the next statement of their testimony, and LS to go back to the previous statement. Paying close attention to the testimony, we should keep an ear out for anything strange, and be prepared to present our case via the court record. The court record contains information on all the evidence we have at our disposal. We can use it to look for facts that conflict with what the witness has said, and present why any counter evidence you find to refute their statement. And what if nothing conflicts with the witness's testimony? Well, that's when we press LB, that's when we press the witness for more information about any inconsistencies or lies in the testimony and reveal them to the court. That's what cross-examination is all about. So I remember just that I taught it. And it was a nice refresher course for me. If you can't find any contradictions, and you flub up too often, don't be afraid to ask me for help. Student becomes a teacher. Press Y when the option to consult with me appears. But you know what? Nah, don't be ashamed to learn from people less experienced than you. Even Confucius. That's what Confucius said. Lend thine ear. Bend thine ear? Bend the ear. I don't fucking know. I'll let you know when I think the suspicious statement is. Sounds good? I'll be counting on you if I get in a bind. Alright, it's cross-examination time. When the bomb went off. The bomb was originally disarmed by me, then transported here as evidence. No, wait, not that one.
Hold it!
God, so good to hear Sam Riegel's voice. You say that you disarmed the bomb, but are you really sure it was disarmed? Absolutely. I can disarm anything. In a flash. Did he reassemble that just to disarm it again? Or does he have like a whole assortment of them? It looks more like dismantled and disarmed to me. Oh, pardon me. Bro, let's see. Is there any chance you could have forgotten to disarm the bomb? Impossible. I do not make rudimentary mistakes like that. They say to err is human. But to really fuck things up takes a machine. Oh, the jury's still out on this guy.
If you must know, Mr. Wright, according to the court's own records, the fact that the bomb had indeed been disarmed was officially confirmed.
I guess I can rule out the possibility that he forgot to disarm it. So it was disarmed! It was disarmed, but it still exploded. What the actual shit, dude? Could you talk about the bomb in a little more detail for the court, Mr. Tony? Certainly. Bomb name HH3000, operated by timer or with a remote.
Hold it!
What was the approximate size and weight of the bomb? Dimensions, 10 inches height, 10 inches weight, 10 inches depth. Weight. Wait, 12 pounds. This information is also written on the photograph.
Yes, here it is on the back. According to this, the case is made out of alloy plating 5/16 of an inch thick.
5/16.
That certainly sounds like one thick and very heavy bit of metal.
I bet if I dropped that thing on your foot, you'd be hopping. If you dropped that thing anywhere, I'd be hopping for the nearest exit. Yeah, dropped it and drop it, and it just like falls through the floor, crashes to the bottom floor.
Very well, I believe the court has heard enough about the bomb itself. So, Mr. Tony, you were keeping an eye on the bomb. Where were you watching from?
I was watching from the gallery when I suddenly became alarmed.
Hold it!
Why were you in the gallery? My duties may have been over for the moment, but I want you to keep watch. Even though the bomb was disarmed, you can never be too careful. Explosive devices are very dangerous things.
Well, how admirably responsible. A model to be emulated.
I practice disarming bombs every day.
I practice assembling them too. Yeah, that's not suspicious. Not suspicious at all. Fucking, the disarmament part I get, but assembling them? We really need to check this guy's hard drive. For bomb schematics, obviously. Well, I'll have you know that I practice presenting evidence every day myself.
I see, but do you ever practice having evidence presented to you?
Presented to me? What? No,
You cannot very well call yourself a professional yet, can you?
I get paid, don't I? Yeah, definitely. Definitely gets paid. That does it. I'm gonna start practicing having evidence presented to me every day. And you'd better drink some coffee, boss. We're gonna be pulling out an all-nighter. I don't think that will be necessary. Or worth either of our time. So, Mr. Tonit, what did you witness from the gallery?
I saw that the bomb's timer was counting down.
Hold it!
You saw it counting down clearly with your own eyes? I'd hardly think a timer as small as the one on this bomb could be seen from the gallery.
These goggles help me see very small things clearly from very far away. I could even see what you had for breakfast by looking at your tie.
Why do I suddenly feel like a bug under a magnifying glass?
Please don't mention bugs.
There are bugs in my room, in my walls. They're in the fucking walls, you guys. I guess it's possible he saw the timer if he was wearing those goggles. I'm not so sure. There's something that just doesn't sit right with me. Oh, are we gonna have to visualize the courtroom? Or is that Apollo's thing? I don't think I follow. Rotate the courtroom in your mind. The bomb was completely hidden inside the stuffed animal. So well concealed, in fact, that it didn't even look like a bomb at all. So you're trying to find testimony that conflicts with the evidence, right? That's right. Listening carefully to Mr. Tony's testimony is just the first step. After that, it's a matter of taking a look at any evidence that seems relevant. Remember that you'll open the court record when you go to present. Yeah, yada, yada, yada. Let's see. This testimony is about when the bomb went off. So I think the state it was in at the time would be pretty important. A bomb that didn't look like a bomb because it was inside a stuffed animal, huh? Yeah, okay. Disarmed by me, then transported here as evidence. I saw that the bomb's timer was counting down. But... the bomb... Oh, interesting. Time of detonation, 12:16. No, that's the date. One after Magna Carta, 8:56 a.m. You could have just said 9 a.m. But it wasn't.
Objection!
So you say you saw the bomb's countdown, is that right?
Of course, I clearly saw it counting down to 0.
And I say that you are clearly lying.
What are you talking about?
There is no way you could have seen the bomb's timer. After all, the bomb was concealed inside a stuffed animal.
Fuck.
Mr. Tony, how can you claim to know the bomb was about to go off when you couldn't even see the timer?
But that...
What? No! It does seem like a glaring inconsistency indeed. Witness, how do you explain this?
Why do I...
That was great, Mr. Wright. Yeah, you found a contradiction right off the bat. Always remember, Athena, when you find an inconsistency in a witness's testimony, there's always a reason behind it. It could be a lie, a hidden meaning, a secret. Whatever it is, it's up to us to dig it out. One time, it was a guy's, fetish. Strap. Yes, we know about the strap fetish, Bosch. You tell us literally every time, every chance you get. And pointing out every contradiction is what we find is the best way to do it, right, boss? Now the question is, what can we dig out of Mr. Tony? Oh look,
more pipe bombs. Let me see. No, there must be some mistake. Oh, yes, of course. I remember now. The sound. I knew because of the sound. You know, if they're gonna have this guy talk with text-to-speech, they could at least do something interesting like this, like, oh, he talked with text-to-speech, so people won't be able to notice nervous tics in his voice. But they just include nervous tics anyway, and that woman looks so bored. She looks so bored right now. Oh, the sound? What sound? When the timer of this type of bomb is switched on, it beeps softly. Beep. It is the sound of the bomb counting down. A beeping noise, you say? I suppose it will be possible to notice that even with the bomb inside the stuffed animal. I simply made a mistake. My bad.
Objection!
How in the world did you hear such a tiny little sound all the way from the gallery? Listening for the sound of the bomb's timer is an integral part of my work. I constantly undergo training so that I will never miss it. I hardly think training would help you hear something so soft from so far away. Fuck! What now? Are you making light of the fine science of disarming bombs? It is a solemn mission that I put my life on the line to perform. What kind of specialist would I be if I could not hear a bomb's timer? It's not like disassembling a toaster, you know. Now he's just showing off.
You keep asserting that the sound was too tiny to hear, but the only tiny thing here is your skill as a lawyer.
It's not as tiny as your dick!
Being mistrustful is not an attractive quality.
I am going to murder you. And you're just overflow with attractive qualities, are you?
Or perhaps you have some proof that Mr. Tony did not hear the sound.
Well, no, but it still seems totally suspect. It's going to be real hard to prove that he didn't hear something. Man, if only we had like a stuffed animal that we could put that bomb in so we could replicate the beeping sound. Prove he didn't hear it.
If I have this correct, the prosecution's argument is that someone reactivated the bomb before it was brought into the courtroom.
See, even the judge knows this is bullshit. Come on, man.
What I don't understand, Mr. Payne, is why you believe that person to be Miss Woods.
And why would they do that? Why wouldn't they just... There are so many, a billion other ways to blow up a courtroom if you wanted to blow up a courtroom. And I'm not that I'm gonna tell you anything, because I do not know any way how to blow up a courtroom. What? Me blowing up. No pipe bombs here, officer.
That's simple, Your Honor. Mr. Tony happened to be there when it happened.
God, I am so gonna get... God. Me in my fucking mouth, man. It's like... No, Your Honor, I was just... This is gonna get played in a courtroom. It was a joke. I was joking. I do not condone domestic terrorism. Do not build bombs. Bombs are bad, kids. Buy Nintendo Switch. Buy the Nintendo Switch too.
He was there when the defendant rearmed the bomb. What's this, though?
Cannot stop digging myself deeper into this hole. It happened before the trial started. It was when Detective Arm and I were transporting the bomb. We brought the bomb to the lobby for the defense. Bomb equals evidence. Fucking hell, if I yawn again, I'm gonna kill Mario. The lawyer wanted to see it before the start of the trial.
Looking for a chance to get the bomb, Miss Woods was already there in that lobby. Her goal was surely to rearm the bomb and steal the remote switch.
How would she? Why would she know how to rearm a bomb? I swear to fucking God. The remote switch. Yes, the switch that controls the bomb remotely. Duh. It has been missing ever since the incident. I am partially to blame. Oh, good. Oh, I can't inspect it. I left the bomb and remote on top of the transport case, and they were rearmed and stolen while I was talking with the lawyer.
The defendant then used the remote from inside the courtroom to start the timer.
Objection!
How can you assert so unequivocally that the bomb was rearmed in the lobby?
Objection! The bomb was safely secured in the transport case. The only time it was outside the case was in that lobby.
Add it to the court record.
Therefore, that was the one and only opportunity anyone had to meddle with it.
Someone other than Mr. Tony could have opened the case and taken the bomb out. Impossible. The transport case is assigned exclusively to me. Well, then how do we know you weren't the fucking suspect? Come on, man! Do you see this number here? That is my identification number. And I have the only key that could open the case.
So then why the fuck are you suspecting...
Ugh. What did... Miss Wayne's assertion is nothing more than conjecture. You have no proof that it was Miss Woods who stole the remote switch. Conjecture is a kind of proof.
And by the same token, you have no proof that it wasn't her.
Okay, well... Oh my god. So we're still doing this? We're still doing burden of proof for the defense? We're still doing no presumption of innocence?
But what I do have is a piece of evidence that proves the defendant handled the bomb.
The tail! 5 minutes, 24 seconds, 2.3 decaseconds. Tenth of a second. The defense of bandage lasted a mere 5 minutes. First of all, rude. Second of all, fuck you. Third of all, why couldn't you have just said, 2.3 Dennis? Why can't you have just said 24.23 seconds? What was the point of saying 2-3 decaseconds? This guy is so... God, you think you're fucking smart. Fucking rational wiki. Not rational wiki. Well, maybe rational wiki. Less wrong. Go back to less wrong, dude. Talk about a rotten hand. As long as I have her fingerprints as the trump card, I'm at a big disadvantage.
Huh. It appears we will have to hear from the defendant herself once more. I wholeheartedly agree, Your Honor. I would like to recall Miss Woods to the stand.
I trust you have no objections, Mr. Wright. I'm worried about her condition, but we do need her testimony. On the other hand, I'm not sure I want to make Athena mad. I can read your feelings, you know, boss. Ah! Guess there's no hiding from her, huh? Don't worry, I know we need her testimony. But if anybody picks on her again, bleh, they'll pay. Guess she's already at anger level 1. Don't worry, I'll stop the proceedings before I let anything bad happen to her. The defense has no objections, Your Honor. In that case, I will take my leave. But before I do, there is just one more thing, Mr. Wright. Is it? Me? Yes? Dismantling bombs is my job. Dismantling the case is yours. Do you think you can handle it? I look forward to seeing you try. This guy is hiding something. I just know it. Now, if you will excuse me. Bailiff, please go out to the lobby and bring back the defendant. Oh, God. I am out of water. I cannot do the fucking voice. Joni. Hi, Athena. God, most nervous girl in the world, and they think she's a domestic terrorist. She looks even worse off than before. Don't worry, Junie. We're here for you.
Thanks, Athena, and I'll do my best to...
You blew up the courtroom because you bear resentment against the courts, correct?
That's a loaded question. You do not have to answer that.
No, of course not.
What's that you say? I can barely hear you.
Your Honor, permission to treat the prosecution as hostile. I'm going to shoot you in the face.
I haven't done anything wrong. This prosecutor's scared.
Objection! What an impudent little girl. Stop acting innocent and tell the truth.
Hey, what was that you were saying about mistrust not being a good quality to have? Fucking... This is getting ugly.
You rearmed the bomb because you wanted to blow up the courthouse. Admit it.
God.
That's why you went to the lobby where Mr. Justice was. Isn't that right?
I am going to have your badge, Payne. I'm going to shove your prosecutor's badge up your ass. Mr. Wright, can I give that prosecutor a smack? What? Of course not. Do we have to review courtroom manners 101 again? Manners. Can't let a creep like that bully innocent girls like this off. Creep that bullies innocent girls like this off so easily. Yeah, fucking, you don't have to play by the rules if your opponent isn't. Fucking kill him. I haven't forgotten about how he treated you.
Don't worry about me, just help Junie.
Rat's crying out. She's so scared. So very scared. Looks like Athena's picking something up with her heightened sense of hearing. And it sounds like this time it's the voice of Miss Wood's heart.
Don't deny it. You stole the remote switch and used it in the courtroom, didn't you?
God fucking gaslighting asshole. Someone shove it. I'm gonna shove my shoe up his ass.
Objection!
Your Honor, please put a stop to this. Mr. Payne is badgering the defendant.
Yes, Miss Woods seemed quite frightened. Mr. Payne, I asked that you behave more like a gentleman.
Ah, but don't you know, Your Honor, there is no more a gentleman in this world than I.
Kill yourself.
Look, that's what gentlemen, or even a gentleman, would behave like he does. Don't let that rude ruffian win. How dare you call a gentleman such as I a rude ruffian?
I am going to break your fucking...
I'll have you know I attend a manners class every Saturday. I'm more than just a mere gentleman. I am a gentleman.
I'm going to kill him. I'm going to end his bloodline. Not when you're terrorizing a young lady, you know.
I demand my money back from that manners class if I were you.
I'm gonna shoot him. I should probably be the adult here and stop the two of them, but...
Mr. Payne, that will be enough.
Certainly, Your Honor. No further questions. Let's move on to the defendant's testimony. Miss Woods, please share with the court what you were doing when the bomb went off.
Look, I won't be getting this bullshit from Edgeworth or Clavier. You know, those guys, they know how to treat a woman. Which is saying something because Edgeworth is homosexual. The bomb.
Well, that day, I was watching from the gallery. The bomb went off, and rubble started falling. It fell on top of me.
Junie's certainly in pain, clearly in pain, being forced to recall the bombing like this. She can't even get her words out. This isn't going to work, so what now? Hey, wait a minute. Even if she can't vocalize what she wants to say, we can listen to what's inside her heart. Yes, now's the perfect time to use Athena's power. Ooh. You can hear it, can't you, Athena? The cries of Miss Wood's heart. Yes, and they sound incredibly strained. She's so scared. I think she could collapse at any second. Athena has a unique ability, you see. With her finely tuned sense of hearing, she can hear the words of a witness's heart. In essence, she can sense how a person is really feeling from the tone of her voice. Ah, she's a super empath. Guess it's all up to Athena and her special ability now. A super empath, the only thing who can defeat a narcissist. I want you to use the analytical psychology you studied and listen to the testimony of Miss Woods' heart. Okay, boss, I'll give it a go. After all, this is the whole reason I put all that effort into studying analytical psychology. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that. Let's do this. So your holographic thingamabob can show us how Miss Woods is feeling, right? In a nutshell, yes. And it's not a thingamabob, it's a doohickey. The emotions and images that I picked up on just now, while listening to her testimony, I can enter all that into Widget and use the mood matrix to analyze them. The mood matrix. Now this is cool, but obviously this wouldn't work in, like, actual interrogation, because, like, it would be like using a polygraph lie detector, right? Because someone's emotion, like, you would know if someone's nervous, but that would not automatically mean they're lying or whatever. That's why we can't use polygraphs. Like, sure, you might be able to convince someone to tell the truth by making them think you can tell they're lying, but that's just it. It's just a placebo. Like, hell, I'd probably fail a lie detector test because I tend to sweat a lot, and my heart rate... Like, I don't really have any heart problems, but... You know. Like, these mood markers here reflect fluctuations in Junie's emotions. When she feels happy or is enjoying this memory, the happy marker will light up. When she feels angry or frustrated, the angry marker will react. When she feels sadness or is frightened by memory, the sad marker will blink. And when she feels surprised or confused, the surprise marker will let us know. The human emotions are more complicated than that, and this feels like pseudoscience. Of course, I'm not a psychologist, so... So, with your special ability in Widget's Moon Matrix program, we can track how Miss Woods is feeling as she testifies. Talk about the wonders of technology. Yep, now let's give it a shot. I'm picking up on some kind of discord or noise in Junie's heart. See here? This is what the noise looks like in the mood matrix. It's a result of inconsistencies between her testimony and her feelings. If we can pinpoint these inconsistencies, the noise level should drop. Again, don't know how this is going to help us. Okay, it's time to listen to Miss Woods' testimony. Like, Your Honor, the defendant is sad. Okay. Not guilty. Hey, you know, maybe that will work, you know. Well, that day, I was watching from the gallery. The bomb went off. That makes sense. You would be shocked if a bomb exploded. And rubble started falling. It fell on top of me. Why would you be happy about that? I think I have a good grasp on Junie's emotional state now. This power of Athena's is incredible. I'm seeing an unexpected emotion that's inconsistent with the content of her testimony. What? Already? It fell on top of me. Look at this. When she says it fell on top of me, the happy marker is reacting. Well, look at that. That is odd. There must be a reason for this contradictory emotion. We just need to do some digging. When you find an unexpected emotion, you'll first need to pinpoint it, and then select the unexpected emotion or reaction from the 4 moon markers with A.
Got it!
Wizard is registering joy when Miss Woods recalls the rubble fallen on her. There must be a reason for this unexpected emotion. Miss Woods, as the rubble was fallen, was there also something that made you feel happy? What? Mr. Wright, the feeling of happiness is spreading throughout Junie's heart. Keep going on this point, and I bet Junie will start to calm down. Great. Let's see what she has to say.
Just as I was about to escape the courtroom, the bomb went off. I was so startled. I tripped. And then rubble started falling on top of me. I really thought I was done for. But just then, Apollo came and rescued me.
Apollo?
He used his own body to shield me from the rubble.
So that's when you sustained those injuries. How do you feel, Junie? Did talking about Apollo give you some courage?
Yes, Apollo is just like the sun, strong and bright and warm. Just talking about him makes me feel like a leaf undergoing photosynthesis.
That's adorable. And see, your coughin stopped all of a sudden.
You're right. Thank you, Athena.
Interesting. Finally stopped doing, actual teenagers. Well, actual kids as lawyers.
Thank you, Athena.
Looks like we were able to draw out some new testimony. Pretty neat, huh? But there's still some noise left, meaning there must still be some discord in Junie's heart. I guess we'll have to keep going then. Let me input this new information and update the moon matrix, and we'll be good to go. You remember what to do, right? When I find an unexpected emotion, I should first pinpoint it. That's right, and then you select her from the moon markers with A. If you can find the reason for the discord in her heart, then we should be able to draw even more new testimony out. Info update. Charge one, but it's too slow. But then Apollo came and rescued me.
Got it!
You were happy when Mr. Justice rescued you, weren't you?
Yes, I was really happy.
But was there also something you felt sad about at the same time?
Sad?
The reason I ask is, when you were describing how you were rescued, we sensed a little sadness too.
Oh, I think it's probably because of Bum Rap Riney.
Who? Bumrap Riney? Well, what do you know? Something new.
That's right. I brought my stuffed animal, Bum Rap Riney, to watch the trial with me. Bum Rap Riney and Phony Fanty are brothers.
Who knew that the legal world could inspire a whole line of merchandise? Okay, that's a good fourth wall break.
I had Bum Rap Riney with me while I was watching the trial. But it wasn't until Apollo saved me that I realized I'd lost him as I was running away. My poor Riney, the victim of that terrible bomb. Oh, I know. You can see what he looks like on this poster.
Well, look at that. The same tale.
It's for the campaign to...
Sorry, I burped.
It's for the campaign to eradicate fake evidence and false charges.
Phony Fanty and Von Rap Riney, huh? Nothing against the campaign, but why an elephant and a rhinoceros? I think they're both... Huh, that's weird. I know they're both mammals, and I know, like, the scientific name for a elephant is a pachyderm or whatever, but... What's like... Are they the same class? The same order? The same clade? Same genus? Probably not the same genus. Nothing against the campaign, but why an elephant and a rhinoceros? Mr. Wright, I don't sense any discord in Junie's heart anymore. Oh, that's good. But I still need to solve the mystery of the elephant and the rhinoceros. So I guess that means we managed to draw out all of her testimony. That's right. I'll just make an update with the new info and we'll have the whole picture. So do you think your new testimony will help? Absolutely. I don't know what I would have done without you, Athena. So Bum Rap Riney was in that courtroom when the bomb went off. So now that we know that, it changes the meaning of that other piece of evidence. All I have to do is present it. At the right statement. Junie's complete testimony. Not bad, huh, Mr. Wright? I should focus on the new statements Miss Woods made. The existence of bum rap Briney should turn things around in our favor. It changes the meaning of a certain piece of evidence we already have. All I have to do is present it at the right statement. Yeah, okay. Does this seem familiar?
Objection!
Well, actually, not an object. We have got to find a better thing to shout or when you present evidence that, like, supports someone's statement. You know, like, consent. I agree with that. I know this trial has been very hard for you, but you can relax now. You are without a doubt innocent.
Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright, what wild assertion are you making now?
My wild assertion is simply this. The two stuffed animals were mixed up. The tail the defendant's fingerprints were found on wasn't that of phony Fanty. It was the tail of her gallery companion, Bumrap Rhino.
Objection! What nonsense is that? I can see they're both stuffed animals, yes, but they're completely different characters. An elephant and a rhino. They're as distinct as a defense lawyer as the prosecutor.
But are they really so different? Both defense lawyers and prosecutors strive to protect the peace through law. Even elephants and rhinos have some similar characteristics. They're both gray, for example. I mean, yeah. Anyway, this poster is on me to prove my assertion to be true. If I may direct the court's attention here, you'll clearly see how the two got mixed up. It is right there.
Take that!
See, take that.
Well, would you look at that? The two tails are exactly the same.
Yes, exactly. The two stuffed animals are based on entirely different animals, but the design of their tails is exactly the same. Haven't you ever learned about evolution? Unless you're some kind of creationist. Won't be surprised you.
God created all animals. The evolution isn't real. Order in the court. As long as the possibility exists that the tail belongs to Bumrap Briney, we can no longer consider it to be decisive proof that the defendant handled the bomb. As things stand, I consider the charges against the accused unsubstantiated. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Payne?
Yes, of course, Your Honor.
Ha! Oh, that was great, Mr. Wright. You turned things around. Yeah, it's not over yet, but at least you managed to hold out this long.
I believe that brings our proceedings for today to a close. Mr. Payne, I'm afraid you have some serious investigating ahead of you.
What? But this is the tutorial trailer. Doesn't it always happen in one day?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Let us reconvene tomorrow. Court is adjourned.
How long have I been recording? Damn, an hour? Let's just keep going. That was so exciting, boss. We did it. True to form, you managed to just barely pull it off at the very last moment. True to form? Gee, I never knew you had such a glowing opinion of me. Thank you for everything you're doing. You did great, Miss Woods. You really stuck it out. And you got really brave at the end, just when we needed you the most, Junie. Thanks to you, we were able to turn things around. Well, you were the one who gave me that courage, Thena. Yeah. Really? Thanks. So, be honest, was I any help at all? Of course. Without you, we would have never gotten out of that tight spot. That's good to hear. I may still have a lot to learn, but you can bet I'm going to give it my all. Yay. I'll be so good that one day you'll call me your partner. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Analytical psychology. The ability to solve the riddles of a person's heart. Athena's true potential is beginning to really shine through now. Hey, where's Apollo anyway? Good question. I almost forgot about him. I assumed he'd still be here in the lobby. Oh, I know. Maybe he's still in courtroom number 4. Courtroom number 4? What would he be doing at the scene of the explosion? And why would he be allowed in there? When I came out the lobby to rest, I told Apollo about Bumrap Briney. I told him I dropped Riley in the courtroom as I was trying to escape before the blast. And then, Apollo said he had an idea where Riley might be, so we want to take a look together. Huh, I guess Apollo can be pretty nice when he wants to be. So you went looking for Riley together before you were called back into courtroom number 5? Yes.
I'd had some time to rest, so I was able to go and look for him. But then they called me into courtroom number 5 to testify. Apollo insisted on staying there, though. With all those injuries? Wonder how he's managing. I think Apollo might have figured something out. Wonder what it was. He told me, I'm going to look for evidence to clear your name, Juniper. Just maybe he found some new piece of evidence. Anyway, we'd better go and get him. Good idea. Nope, it's still 17th of December. In the video game.
Where are you, Apollo? Trial's over for today. Come on, I know you're... No.
A body has been discovered! I'm not gonna apologize. To be continued. Okay, I guess that's a good stopping point. Thanks for watching, if you did watch. And I am going to go chill out. Maybe play some Baldur's Gate. And I will see you next time.